This is also new tonight. Victims of the Club Q shooting spent time with Governor Polis in a closed-door meeting today. One of the survivors told us the discussion focused on stronger gun control legislation in our state.
News 5's Maggie Bryan spoke with one of the survivors and breaks down where Governor Polis stands on the issues. Maggie.
Yeah, Rob and Diane. Michael Anderson, a Club Q bartender, says he and other survivors are trying to get the ball rolling on gun control legislation. One of those topics discussed was a federal assault rifle ban. Now, these 8 states in red already have a ban on semi-automatic weapons, but Anderson and other survivors are trying to push to make this whole map red. Michael Anderson says he has long been an advocate for gun control, but never expected the conversation to turn personal.
Going through this has really ignited that passion again in me.
He is the only surviving bartender from the tragedy at Club Q. 2 months later, he and other survivors are committed to creating change.
Is there something that could have been done to make sure this doesn't happen then or ever again? And the answer I found most often is yes.
During a meeting today with Governor Polis, Anderson and others impacted by the shooting discussed expanding red flag laws in the state, which Governor Polis has already shown support for.
Right now, loved ones and local law enforcement have the ability to pursue an extreme risk protection order. Well, why not expand this to include additional petitioners like district attorneys?
He says Polis is also on board to crack down on so-called ghost guns, which are untraceable firearms. When a statewide assault rifle ban came up, Anderson says Polis had concerns.
He said, Colorado can make certain changes to gun laws, but, people can drive 2 hours across the border to Wyoming and buy weapons very easily and bring them right back across to the state of Colorado.
Those representing Club Q say a federal assault rifle ban is needed to address those issues. This comes as multiple Democratic representatives are preparing statewide assault rifle bans. House Minority Leader Republican Mike Lynch said in a statement today, quote, "What we've seen and heard should worry every law-abiding gun owner in Colorado." He goes on to say some rumored legislation appears so radical even the governor won't agree to these concepts publicly. Anderson says he and others want to work together to find a solution to protect Coloradans.
I would say if this legislation is too extreme, then you go ahead and propose something and you bring that to the floor and we can have a discussion on it.
And says he understands the issue will not be resolved overnight.
This is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not always just about us right now. It's also about the future. It's about, kids growing up now that will one day realize they need a space like Club Q.
Today, Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein of California introduced a bill that would ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, also raising the age to purchase such a weapon to 21. President Biden released a statement announcing his support for the ban. Rob.